Foundation for the pillars that we will stand upon.
And those pillars are penises.
Yes, they are.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Jaw Topic. Why is it Jaw Topic, you might be asking? Well, because I'm your host, Joe. We've got Alfredo, Armando, and Andrew.
We're just
Jaw.
big fans of Jaw Rule.
Jaw rules. And we're here to talk about our rules.
Yeah. Which
Number one rules is what you kind of stumbled into at the beginning.
You know, it's
penises.
Kind of a kind of a secret meeting.
I don't know.
We're building a new thing, but sure.
Secret meeting that we're broadcasting.
So you can intrude.
Yeah.
Now, this has never been done before in the world. It's something that I think that we've completely invented, where our number one rule is that penises are good and everything else bad. That
I don't.
seems to be the precedence
I think that might be your rules.
a patriarchy.
That is not. Listen,
set up for
Armando is one of the Oz, but he does not represent all of us.
I don't represent
okay.
Jaw as a whole.
No.
Look,
Where are you going?
he's hiding.
I'm dodging the shit out of this conversation, bro.
I'm trying to remedy the situation.
Yeah.
Armando is throwing us a table. You know what?
I didn't throw it to the table. That's where we started.
That's where you started.
I think we can all agree that everyone else has had it too good for too long, and it's time for men to finally,
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm tired of my views being stolen on Twitch. I've had enough.
It's not the women. It's you.
Ooh, you ever think of that?
Time to look in a mirror, an ice cold mirror.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is it sponsored by Coors Light?
Someone cracked a silver bullet. Oh no!
That goes directly against Rule 2, which is that it's Miller time.
That's true.
Okay. Well, conflicting rules. We'll figure it out.
My third
Miller?
rule. I've realized
Miller?
this. I realized this today in that meeting that we were in. Is that I don't like Miller Lite. I like Gen X slang terms. We were in a meeting with John where I was trying to explain. You know what I was trying to do?
John Reisinger.
I was trying to use the term, it is what it is, but I hate that term. And so what I used instead was, charge it to the game, player.
What?
I got a laugh from Hector back there.
Yeah.
Fucking Gen X.
At least you got one.
Charge it to the game.
Charge it to the game. It's no one's here's fault.
Okay.
I'm not mad at any of you. Charge it to the game.
Charge it to the game.
It's not anyone's fault. Hell yeah. I got the whole crew on my side.
What I like, I don't know what Jen put this out there. I'm gassed.
I'm gassed.
Gas.
I'm pretty sure
That's
millennial talk, no?
yeah,
Is it?
young millennial, late Gen Z.
Okay.
Which is where I lie.
I love it.
Okay,
I love it.
In what context are you using I'm gassed, though? Are you using it
Huh?
like,
Oh yeah, that's important because
Yeah.
the older millennials do like,
I'm gassed, like I'm tired?
Were you like, you're making love, you're going at it, and then
This could still go either way.
and then,
Yeah.
and then it's just like, I'm gassed.
And then she
Okay,
goes,
but
get out.
Yeah.
Leave right
But you
now.
gassed before or after? Because you're still
and
not
then, and
answering
then I
the
look at the
context.
clock and I go, 60 seconds. I did it.
Oh, okay. So now we know.
I hit Nas, and then I am
I was like,
gassed.
new record, new PR,
in
baby.
the game of sex, I leave it all on the court. It's all.
I live sex a quarter inch at a time.
Yeah.
You know, well, look, if she's like,
I'm a
look,
Dick Toretto.
I'm not happy. Then I can just say, just charge it to the game. What was it?
to the
Charge
game.
it to the
Charge it to the
game.
game,
You know what
player.
I'm saying? What you mad at me for? You know? I wasn't built like that. I was just built for speed, not
endurance.
not endurance.
Yeah.
Built different, terribly.
I thought this was a 200.
Recall.
I thought this was a 200-meter sprint. I don't know what.
Why does that always happen when I host, man? It devolves into Fredo talking about
you
dicks.
don't stop me.
Yeah, well,
why.
because I
need
don't
to
have
the
to.
presence of a
Stop me.
host. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah.
Watch.
Shut the fuck up, Alfredo.
No.
Oh,
Too aggressive.
Sorry.
Too much.
Oh, okay.
Too much. So here's what you do. You go,
Yeah.
now that's an interesting topic.
Okay.
But what do you say about the allegations?
Oh.
And then he's done.
Yeah.
No. That's where I
Answer
go.
for yourself.
It was me.
Whoa!
Oh,
That was a curveball I wasn't expecting. I was expecting a little bit of fight.
I don't think anyone was expecting. Oh, the allegations was who's a handsome boy.
Yeah.
Aw.
It was me.
Just looking to the right. I had so many more questions. I can't even ask them now. You just
He's a
confirmed
handsome
everything.
boy.
So sweet and so handsome.
No,
Yeah.
you give off good host vibes. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
I appreciate it. Now, back to the dicks.
Yeah, of course.
Where were we going?
Total pro.
I like your haircut. I haven't.
Thank you. That's the thing. I haven't cut it.
Well, I guess I should say hairstyle.
Not even like a tuna?
No, I haven't
or
cut it since
Well, it looks like you.
Okay.
November.
You're getting really close, and this is the utmost compliment. You're getting very close to Kurt Russell in like the Big Trouble era. Like hair.
Yeah.
Like, and I say lean into that. Keep going. Get Kurt Russell like Tango and Cash era like hair. If
Okay.
anybody in the booth can pull up a picture of Kurt Russell from around.
Yeah, can I see this? 'Cause
Tango and
I don't know how to
Cash.
take this right now. It could either be an insult or it could be a compliment.
I mean, it's the
Because
utmost compliment.
It could be the utmost respect, but it could still be an insult.
In the
I don't know
interim,
yet.
I do want to point out that Andrew and I were in a meeting today where he said, I don't just reference old movies and the content that I'm in all the time.
To be fair, I literally watched Tango and Cash last night,
Okay,
so it's
yeah,
fresh in
fair
my
enough.
mind. I'm seeing the like
What
side
year
stuff.
is Tango and Cash from?
1989, I believe. 88.
Before you were born.
I don't like right on the cusp of like 80s, 90s. I don't think I've ever seen like a really good movie from that.
What?
That's
Insane.
No, like I haven't personally seen.
like 89?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just pull up best movies.
I just was never into like older
Okay,
movies.
yeah, no, for sure.
My
yeah.
second point, by the way, was you're getting dangerously close to the aesthetic of like, I haven't cut my hair since the accident. You've gotten that.
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't
Like
cut
you've
my
been
hair.
breathing.
Yeah, it's like actually, if you peel down, you'll see that his feet are in tissue boxes. Like, he's fucking gone
I think
crazy.
the last time I cut my hair was Extra Life.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I've gotten like 9
My
haircuts
God.
since then.
No, I
Wait,
haven't
there was
gotten
a
single one.
There we go.
fuck yes, yes.
There
Yeah.
we go. Can we show that?
me
Are we
just-
showing that?
All right,
Is that on the
there's
screen?
A couple pieces in the front. Hold on, let me just.
Oh, it's behind
Couple
us. I see.
pieces in the front.
It's a
and then
little
the
shorter
rest
up
of
top
it-
in the front, kind of goes forward, but then
Oh
the
my
sides
God.
are
That
God.
looks
And now,
so good.
now I just need to be white. And I got it. Right?
Yeah.
Now you just need a lantern jaw.
Yeah.
Like, and a cleft chin. Yeah.
Wow.
And fucking Siberian husky blue eyes.
Kurt Russell looked so good.
Oh my God, look, they're fading it in.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Whoa.
Man,
Am I doing it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a killer look.
All right.
Can we fly in a
I
tank
mean
top?
this
Yeah.
You mean this in what?
with the utmost disrespect.
Whoa.
Every time I see a mop, it reminds me of you.
That would have been true if it was my hair a month and a half ago, because that shit was wild. It was untamed. It was bad.
Wait,
it
what
was just kind of
happened
wet
a month ago?
everywhere. It didn't really like flow
It was in the
back.
in-between phase.
Yeah, it was an in-between phase.
Which I didn't think was bad.
When you say in between phase, what's the end goal for you? Like, are you growing it out?
Oh, I'm trying to grow it out
it?
like shoulder length.
Oh, like a long hair.
Yeah, so I can tie it up.
Oh.
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to show up to work with like pigtails and shit.
Yeah.
And like I want to try something new. I've never grown out my hair. This is probably the longest it's ever been. And then
Since in the womb.
When you came out
Since in the
with
womb.
really long hair.
Yeah.
They thought you were cousin Id when you came out.
It's just a really tiny baby and a lot of hair.
Yeah, I've never grown out my hair. That's how I came out crying.
Guys, first try doing a cousin Ed impression. Swish. Half court three.
Just from downtown.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. It's really good.
It seems like the longer it gets, the wavier it gets.
Yeah, I have like
It's really
naturally
nice.
wavy hair, but like since I usually keep it so short, it stays looking straight. But then the moment it gets like, I don't know, 2.5 inches long, it starts curling at the end, like waving at the end, and I hate it.
Andrew and I are both wearing hats because we had a similar experience recently where we went to a barber and we said, this is what I want to get. This is the haircut that I want to get. And they went, A-okay. And then they didn't do it. And
So you went to Supercuts.
No, that's the worst part. I paid a lot of money for this haircut.
And I went to the lady I normally see, and I said a trim. And to be fair, I don't hate it, but it definitely wasn't what I asked for. Like, this is much shorter than I usually keep my hair. This is like way shorter than I. And
I don't think you need a hat for that.
Yeah.
I think it looks fine.
Hold on.
He likes
That looks
to wear
great.
his hair
That looks great on camera.
a certain
That looks
way. Yeah,
good.
no,
It's
you
a
look
look at that.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Hey, your barber did a great job.
Everybody did.
again, did a great zooming in. Did a great job. I mean, it's been under hat, so I have no like. Must.
Now,
But
contrast that
did a
with,
good job, but it's not what I asked
with
for. I
this.
just wanted a trim
where-
because it was much longer.
Look at this, where it just doesn't look. I have like a stripe, like a skunk down the part of it. I look like.
I don't think that's the part. I don't think that's the barber's fault. I think that's your anatomy.
Yeah, that might be my anatomy. Yeah, look at that haircut. I look like one of the Brown leaders of the Proud Boys that is going to court.
Mondo, you look like you asked for the like a really close fade, and then you know how they put the line in?
Oh,
on the side
yeah,
of your head?
cool
They
line?
put it down the middle of your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
What happens with my hair is that it's very curly, and so it kind of like clumps up into these single curls. But then because they're so heavy, they just go down, and then they naturally pull it to the side. It sucks.
Yeah, well, the mop phase that Fredo was talking about, I started looking like what I kept saying, the mayor from the Lorax.
Okay.
You know, when he was like, let it die, let it die. That's how my hair was falling. Just straight down the middle.
Give me the Pringles guy. Would you give me the Pringles guy? It's just like
kind of like Edna from
Edna Mode from the Invincibles.
The Invincibles.
Edna Mode?
The Incredibles.
Incredibles. What did I say?
Invincibles.
Oh, that's a different show.
Different show because there are heroes that have died in the Invincibles.
That is true. There's heroes that died in the Incredibles too. They're really the same plot if you don't think about it too much and too long.
But then the moment you put any thought into it,
then it's different. Yeah. But that's true for anything.
It's like comparing Heroes to The Boys.
Heroes, the show. Oh, I forgot Heroes even existed.
You forgot Heroes existed?
I never watched it.
Oh, man. The first season was great.
Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody with access to the internet who can look it up right now, was Heroes a victim, like Friday Night Lights was, coincidentally, because we're in one right now, the writer's strike? Did Heroes get affected by the writer's strike?
It was like one of the biggest shows that like everyone was like,
so pissed off because it was like, because the writer's strike like cut the season short or did something, and then like,
Heroes got ruined by WAG, Writers Guild, yeah. Well, it's not the Writers Guild, it was a strike. I think that's what they meant.
Right, yeah, not ruined by the Writers. By the way, pro Writers Guild, solidarity forever with the writer's strike right now. I'll say that right now.
I actually think they're a bunch of wusses.
Every time I'm in
like,
anything
it's just
with Mondo,
on a
I feel
piece
like
of
I have to
paper.
dodge bullets.
Dude,
that's the
Because
worst
he says
part.
something inflammatory and then goes, right, guys?
He just puts his big arms around it and he goes, we're all in this together.
And then the moment you pick it up and run with it, I go, ew, what the fuck? Damn, what
Man,
the
can you
fuck?
believe this guy?
You drag us into it and then you denounce us.
Yeah, I jump out.
Here's the
I
thing.
crash the plane and jump out.
I'll be glued to you for every angle of that ride. That's the thing. I'll blow it. You know what I mean? We're going down together. Oh, we're back in? We're back in.
Can we rewind back to the beginning of the show when Fredo was ducking and
ducking away from
out of the screen behind
from the first remark I made.
Fucking Alfredo's eyes just above the table, like, is it okay?
That's because I was waiting for my moment to join.
To really shine.
To really join and shine.
He's back in the cut and waits for his spot and then comes in with
I think what me, and by extension Alfredo, are saying.
Exactly.
What I really do want is I don't actually want this, but it would be funny to see the deterioration of shows due to the writer's strike. Like, if the networks were like, we're going to keep making them, I don't care, we'll get scabs to do it. I think that would be so funny because I feel like we live in an era where marked by incredibly well-written TV. Like, imagine Succession, but written in the writer's strike, where they're just like trying to make these business reports are bad. You're a bitch.
See,
like,
I haven't watched it. I've only heard great things about it, but I have no idea.
It is so good.
Isn't it? It's just about rich, like heirs, like going.
The problem with
the
problem with Succession is that everyone tries to explain it like a normal show, but no one is the hero. They're all bad people. In fact, the hero of the show is the consequences of their actions. Oh. Really, you get to watch them.
The hero is comeuppance.
Exactly.
The hero is that's who you're rooting for.
They're all shitty people.
Yeah, you'll root for people here and there in moments, but overall you're like
the next moment you go, oh wait, they're complete fucking assholes.
Boom.
And I think like one of the things that the show highlights really well is that like money doesn't solve your problem. Like, it doesn't buy your way out of like the same familial bullshit that like everyone has. And so like these are people with like more money than they can possibly spend, more privilege, and like in their lifetime, all vying for like one position that like doesn't even seem that good to begin with, and for what?
For ego.
For ego, but they're all fucking miserable because they all have the same problems. And it's just like...
It's Arrested Development, but done in reality. If that makes sense. I don't know if you ever watched
never watched Arrested Development.
Well, it's a lot like Succession, but based around...
I was never really big.
That's not even a joke.
I know.
See, that's my problem, man, is I haven't watched a lot of things, and so people make references all the time, and like I usually just like sit and listen because that's my time to learn.
Take it all in.
I never really watched a lot of TV shows growing up.
Why not?
Didn't have cable for a while.
Okay.
Sure.
Not like a single cable.
That's interesting.
No.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Were you like middle class? You don't have
Interesting.
to answer.
No, that's actually an interesting topic. I think the area we grew up in was middle class, but my family was poor as shit.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like mom worked really hard to put us in a place, but then we couldn't afford much else.
Fucking eating ice cube sandwiches.
So the reason
Ketchup and mustard, delicious. Ketchup mustard sandwiches. I don't care.
So good.
The reason
Rice.
I asked, by the way, peanut butter tortillas is what we had.
Peanut
Hell
butter.
yeah.
That shit is
Rice
like
and
the
eggs.
first time you hear it, you're like, what the fuck? And then you try it, you're like, it's just good as hell.
Okay.
The one thing that is my genuine response.
Yeah.
The one thing, the reason I was asking is because I grew up also very like poor in up like middle class to upper lower class. I don't know. It's all relative, whatever. But what I'm saying is that like when we were middle class, we didn't have cable. But when we were poor as shit, we stole cable.
Yeah.
So like we bottomed out so hard that we actually did get to watch TV because some asshole next to us paid for it, and my uncle knew how to steal it.
Knew how to fucking put a slice. Knew how to slice.
It's a good life skill to have.
It's fucking good, man.
Like as long as people don't mind.
Well, they don't know. They don't know. I'm sure they don't mind.
If I had cable and I knew that the family next to me was struggling, just steal it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's not like
It's not gonna
here's the
affect me.
thing.
I'm still paying the same amount.
If I was stealing your electricity, that's different.
That's different.
Like if they charged by the hour you watched
If
TV.
you were like the contractors
a kilowatt hour, just like
that were
meter.
building houses right next to the house that I was living in that was built and running up my electricity bill, and then you didn't want to take accountability for it, and then you left me with the electric bill that I fought for months to get paid back for.
Right.
That would be an issue.
That would be an issue.
And now, in that same scenario, if said Mexicans were taking your
Because they are Mexican.
because they are. I mean, like,
I think what we're all saying is that
United.
I have to really
United.
Has a front of Mexicans, by the way.
Yeah.
I think.
I've told that story so many times where I just want like I don't know what we were talking about. This is completely derailing it, but where I was like, yeah, almost go home, yes, and you're like, wait, are you one of us? And I go, look, I get it, all right. It's just like a really, and I understand this, and I say this because like it's like a fucking pop quiz that stumps there's many people that I come across where there's like, what the fuck is he? Like,
Sure,
what is
yeah.
he? And the thing is, a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? You throw me in with the Filipinos, como gusta na. If I'm, you know what I mean? If I'm in San Francisco, I'm in Mission Street, you know, everyone's speaking Spanish to me, and I'm like, I don't speak a lick of Spanish. I'm sorry that I was not raised on that. But it's a little bit of everything. So I don't expect people to be like,
yeah.
So when you were like, are you one of us?
One of us.
And I was like,
I could be.
I was
Like a Mason where you're like,
Well, he
tugging
did.
your-
The thing is, I went for the secret handshake and he got a quarter of it right. So I was like, oh, that's good.
okay,
That's
good to
nice.
know.
Well, the thing is, that's the thing. I only learned pieces of everything because I would be moved from a Filipino household one weekend to a Mexican household the next weekend to an African American household the next weekend. And so I was always just getting a little bit of everything. And
Can I tell you one of the only words of, because what is it? It's Tagalog?
Tagalog.
Tagalog?
Yeah.
Can I
One
tell
of
you one of the
dialects.
only words that Jacob Fullerton from Funhouse taught me?
What did he teach
Is
you?
leptobears.
Oh, leftovers.
Yeah, and as in, are you going to take over these
Sure,
leftovers?
leftovers.
Oh my
Sure,
God.
leftovers.
He kept saying it, and I kept going, what are you fucking saying? Leftovers. Like, you know you have leftovers. And I felt so fucking stupid. And I know, again, to be clear to the audience, that's not a word, it's just saying something with an accent.
Yeah.
It sounds so loving and so sweet.
Do you want some of my leftovers?
My leftovers.
I was gonna jump back a second because you really hit on something that like spoke to me. People out there in the chat, comment with your poor snack. What was your poor snack growing up? That was like,
snack's good.
like if you came from a like modest to lower income like bracket, what was your poor snack? Tortillas and peanut butter. I mean,
Tortillas and peanut butter is
like,
really good.
That's like, woo.
We've talked about this elsewhere, but my dad went to prison a bunch and taught us how to make spread, which is just what you make from everything at commissary. And we were actually talking in a meeting. No, it's good. It's good. You crush up the Doritos. You crush up the Doritos, you chop up the Slim Jim, you put it in there with the ramen, you put the packet in there, cheese whiz, and then you close up the bag and you use the hot water on your sink to heat it up and cook it until it's basically a tamale. And then you use your commissary card, which is like a credit card, to chop it up and you share it.
And you
Yep.
take a rail, you do a rail, you
That line is
biggest
rail
bad
is
The worst
spread.
part is for anyone out there who has tried spread before, you know how fucking thick it is because you won't shit for weeks.
It's
Oh,
it's
no.
like it's
like
like
a blood
voluntarily
buildup,
eating
or-
hardtack in the 21st century.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no.
Cement mixer, and you're going. Just fucking.
It was rice and egg for my family.
Rice and egg?
Rice and egg is
That's good,
pretty.
though.
Yeah.
Is pretty
I found that off of TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody was like, rice and egg, good meal. And I was like, that is a good
Yeah.
It is. I was like, it's rice. I
Rice,
love rice.
eggs,
and some
ketchup.
salty egg.
And then
ketchup rice.
Yeah.
love
Rice, eggs,
ketchup
and
rice.
ketchup.
Man, I never liked it, but literally everybody in my family, it was rice, butter, and sugar. That was it was just like mixed.
Dude, okay, so that's
I could
just
never.
rice. So I grew
I
up.
could never get.
Toast with butter, sugar, and cinnamon. That's
Yes.
what my dad. That is what, my father told me that was fucking French toast.
Yes.
For so long. I didn't know that shit was Mexican toast.
No,
He
that's
didn't tell me.
Mexican toast. Yes. I was tricked also. This is fucking because when I had French toast, it was like
It was fucking amazing.
No!
And the worst part was I had a partner who, beautiful white woman, and she was like, I told her I love French toast, but we couldn't make it because we didn't have a toaster, and she went, the fuck? I'll make you French toast. I know how to make it. And I went, okay. And then she like put egg and milk into a thing and started mixing it up. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you? What is this? It's disgusting. And then you ate it, and you're like, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
and then just like your life flashes before your eyes. You're like, I can't.
And then you eat it.
Yeah.
You eat it all scared. You're like, and then you eat it and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck?
It's incredible.
I've been eating shit my entire life.
Yeah. What did you get? What was your poor snack?
My poor snack?
Yeah.
So many.
He was like, filet mignon.
Filet mignon. It's really the lowest cut.
It's hors d'oeuvres.
Order.
That's a good one.
d'oeuvres.
That's a good one.
Sorry, continue.
No, I've had a few ketchup and mustard sandwiches in my time.
Yeah.
Those were, they were salty, a little sweet, and it was bread, so it made you feel full.
Yeah. There was a lot of like efficiency. What can get you full for cheap?
Granted, for the most part, at least, making Korean food isn't insanely expensive at home. So my mom was pretty good at scrounging together what we had and making Korean food. But most of the time, because she wasn't really home a lot, it was just whatever we had.
Yeah, you just gotta
make
fend for
something.
yourself.
Yeah.
My mom taught me this, and it's actually changed in recent years because of dietary I don't want to say fads, but trends maybe. But when I was a kid, my mom used to buy frozen chicken patties, but they were the vegan vegetarian ones.
Oh, okay.
And she would just buy a bunch of them and then didn't tell us they were vegetarian or vegan. And she was like, they were way cheaper. And you guys didn't know that they weren't chicken. And I was like, I wouldn't have cared. It tastes like chicken. I don't care as long as it's
And now
good.
that shit's more expensive.
Now it's more expensive. Yeah, that sucks.
So I've been trying to cook more for myself and the missus. And I was like, you know what? I love cheeseburgers. Get some patties. We'll cook up some cheeseburgers.
Make some burgers.
She got the patties, cooked it. And we both sat there and we're just like, wow, this is delicious. It's this patty is probably one of the best patties we've ever had. And we're like, we shouldn't be going out. We should just be cooking at home. It's cheaper. Is this much better?
Yeah.
And I was like, reorder it. She goes to reorder it. It is plant-based burgers. I've never felt more lied to in my entire life. I was like, it can't be. I refuse to believe that it was a plant-based patty. Ain't no fucking way.
They're getting good.
It's gotten so good.
Dude,
It's gotten
so good.
so
It's like,
fucking good.
Oh,
I
it's
never-
good.
I never
and I
even
went,
cared.
damn it.
I never cared about I was never like, I'll never eat it. The thing is,
Same, but I was like, I love meat. It's
Yes.
delicious. You can't replicate it. Like, I need real beef.
exactly. That's my point. Is the only stuff I didn't like is when they tried to replicate it and it sucked. But
Which
now
is
it's
what
gotten
I've
so
had
good.
for years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, then, I keep going in my stance of it's just beef is beef, man.
No.
Chicken is chicken.
Food science has come so far because the veggie burger of even 10 years ago,
It was beyond.
dog shit. It was not very good. But now it's
wasn't.
better. Also, I found this out.
Damn thing, real quick, bled like it was a goddamn
Yeah, no,
beef.
no, because they
Yes.
put,
Is that
they
real?
put-
Okay,
Yes.
okay, it's not just
beet-
me, right?
They put beet juice in it. They
Yeah.
put
Is
that
fucking
what it
beet-
is?
Yes.
Beet
They put
juice.
I'm like,
beet
why is it
juice.
bleeding?
But it looks like actual blood.
Yeah.
It looks like it has hemoglobin and stuff
Yeah.
in the wing.
Yeah,
It's like, this plant is bleeding right now. I don't.
It's even worse than what he's saying. It's not that they just put prune juice in it. It's like they extract the enzymes in prunes that make it the red juice.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Oh, and then they make it a reduction so it's got viscosity. So
Yeah.
it leaks out of the burger. You're like, oh my God. But you know what? It's fucking delicious.
It is delicious.
So good.
And I was like, there's no way, but it was so good, and I felt like it was tricked, but now it's delicious. I don't know.
I found this out.
They're
and this
expensive, though.
broke my heart as someone. So, P. Terry's burger place here in Austin. P. Terry's, very delicious.
Very mid.
They have a veggie burger. What? Whatever. It's fine. It's good. But you don't have to eat there, and probably won't after you hear this. But I found this out because their veggie burger, which I've loved their veggie burger, it's really good. But it contains egg. It contains so that's not a true veggie burger.
It's not a vegan burger, but
think it's
vegetarians still eat
vegetarian.
eggs.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was a vegetarian, I didn't eat eggs.
Well, you did it wrong.
Well, you went above
Vegan is
beyond.
all
you know what I mean?
animal,
Like Gold Star.
products, all animal.
Chicken eggs are not they're not.
They're not considered meat, right?
Well, because there's nothing. It's like if we ate period, the egg that came out in a period. It's like the same thing.
Sure.
You're just eating a chicken period.
Okay. I didn't know that was also included in
Yeah, it's not.
I didn't see-
fertilized. They're not fertilized.
I
Yes,
wish I
okay.
didn't hear that.
Why?
Eating a chicken period.
I love that.
You're not gonna stop eating eggs, dude. Eggs are too delicious.
And I'm not gonna stop eating. Never mind.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Continue.
Thoughts
No,
about-
you started it. Let's continue it.
Go ahead with this because I had something else to.
Oh, I don't have anything to add other than I'm a big fan of Detroit sports teams.
Hey now, that's right. Go
Red Wings.
Pistons.
Red Wings.
Red Wings, baby. Going back to what are your feelings? I know everyone's done this, but some people think just the grossest people in the chat right now are going to be like, putting cheese, a cow product, on top of a burger, a cow. It's like
It's haram.
it's
not kosher.
It's not. It's a wrong.
First of all,
I never thought about that actually.
that
yeah.
it's not godly.
that it's yeah.
That's
It's
kinda
like the
fucked
same
up.
thing of I've thought about, and I'm not even the first person to acknowledge this, but it's like when you put an egg on a fried chicken, anything, you get fried chicken with an egg on it, and you're just like, this is you, and then your baby on top of.
Oh my god, why do you think about it like that?
I don't like that thought process.
Well, no, that's why you should. Here's the thing: is this is why I have tried throughout my life to be not vegetarian, but what I would call plant-based, where I try to eat more non-meat products, because I ended up thinking about think about every animal that you eat is an animal. It lived, it experienced things, and now it's dead. So you could do what? Make some mid spaghetti with it?
I love
It's got me thinking about sausage
meat
now.
so much.
Oh yeah.
And they're half pork, half beef, or now it's just it's they're living in the farm together, but now they're living,
they're
living in the sausage
in the
casing.
intestine
In the intestine of the
of a third animal. Yeah.
So good though.
It is really good. There's a place in LA called it's pronounced like Verskuche, but it's spelled worst cooch. And it's
Alright.
it's not a bit.
I understand. I'm just
They have They have hot dogs of different varying things, and one of my favorites is, to that point, is jackrabbit and rattlesnake. And I think it's so funny to put these mortal enemies into a sausage so that the apex predator can
now
They
they
fight
come
their way out
together.
of my asshole.
They come together for harmony. They fight inside my stomach.
Yes. And they ruined me.
Yeah. So I didn't hear really most of the last things that were said because I just had a chilling realization. I had a curbside pickup this morning from HEB. I forgot that it's in my car. It has been in my hot car all
What did you get?
day. There is meat in there right now.
Oh no!
I totally forgot.
It's cooking.
Listen.
That it is cooking right now. So I just had. So if you saw me just kind of like glaze over like during that conversation, it's because I just realized there's like groceries, not an insignificant amount of groceries back there, but it's also I also got a new couch today, and I was so distracted by getting that new couch, I just totally left that shit back there.
Think about it this way.
Andrew, it's 90 degrees right now.
Yes, it might be salvageable because the car gets really, really hot, right? So
It might
the
be-
inside of the car might be like 130 degrees. It's just on a really low, slow cook.
Yeah, it's slow and
So,
you know,
listen, Andrew, by the time we're done with
it's like a boil.
jaw topic.
Jaw topic.
And then you go home, you might have yourself a perfectly
fine
medium
meal.
rare. What kind of meat is it?
It's ground beef.
It's ground beef?
Yeah.
Medium rare ground beef.
I'm gonna have some nice. Let's play stomach roulette. That's what I'm gonna be doing later.
It's about to twist your shit upside down.
Can I show you guys? Oh man, I'm gonna try to send this picture to Tyler.
Oh my god,
That is the worst.
that sucks so
I've
bad.
done that before too.
You guys hear about sous vide? You guys know what sous vide is?
Yeah, it's sous viding in my car.
It's like
right
sous vide,
now.
but instead it's just there's no water.
I'm making fucking egg bites in my
Yes,
car right now.
yes.
Yeah,
Tyler,
Oh.
I slacked you a message, a picture that I would like to show people. So I got groceries for this is like about a week ago. I got groceries for the first time in my new place.
Okay.
which I feel like is big.
It's a big thing.
big
Yeah.
thing.
First thing you're gonna put in your
Congratulations.
fridge.
Yeah. Chris
And
yeah.
I bought like a bunch of stuff, and one of the things that I always like to get is those Miller Lite, Miller Time, baby, fucking crank it.
Yep.
Is those fake chicken burgers.
Oh, okay.
That I was telling you about.
Nostalgia for sure.
So I've gotten through pretty much all of the stuff that I got last night. I think it was I was pretty heavily impaired, and all I wanted was
I heard that story.
a chicken sandwich, and I opened the fucking bag, and that's what I saw.
Oh, that mold.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I remembered that I had left the bag with that chicken sandwich in my car for about an hour, 2 hours, and then took it back inside. So the ice like melted, got soggy and gross, and then I took it and put it in my freezer.
And then it molded.
Yeah.
So that happened. Fucking RIP to that chicken.
Yeah, and it's not even real chicken.
It's not even real chicken. Yeah.
It's like a fucking lima bean or something. I couldn't think of a
You wasted
single-
lima beans.
Lima
You wasted lima beans? How dare you?
I looked in your eyes and every single vegetable was gone.
That
from my
lima bean could have fed a family of 4. You wasted it.
Just like
Lima
Rolodex
bean.
file not
Yeah.
found, and just like vegetable.
Ooh.
Oh,
And the pole was lima beans too.
just your brain, just throw in anything. God damn it, he needs to say something.
Have any of you guys ever eaten just like lima beans? I don't think I've ever eaten like an actual lima bean before.
they're
I've heard lima bean my entire life.
Real
I don't think I've
Butter
ever
beans,
eaten.
right?
No, well, maybe I don't know.
Let me look that up.
All I know, lima beans, real kid punchline vegetable, along with Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
those were something that they would make. They would real like joke vegetable that
Yeah,
they make.
especially in like cartoons and stuff.
Lima
like
beans,
yeah.
ugh, Brussels sprouts. But that's because no one knew how to cook vegetable. No white people knew how to cook vegetables before 1999.
Yeah.
Just they didn't know how.
Yeah,
like
before the Barbie Easy Bake Oven was invented, and then it changed everything.
I don't know why it took white people so long to figure out that you can actually cook Brussels sprouts to be fucking delicious. But that didn't happen until the turn of the century. Before that, it was
I
a
feel
punchline.
like a ton of nice restaurants now have Brussels sprouts on the menu.
They absolutely do.
I hated Brussels sprouts.
Roasted Brussels
and then I started going to like restaurants and they'd be like Brussels sprouts. And the missus would order it and I'd have like one and I went, oh shit, this is good. It's like some of them are like salted and then like it's like crunchy and crispy. I'm like, this is fucking delicious.
Delicious.
There's a place in Los Angeles called like So-and-so Whiskey Tavern or some shit. It's over in like Burbank. And I went there recently before I left. And they had roasted Brussels sprouts with a bacon reduction sauce and some kind of other like balsamic vinaigrette on top of it. and then sprinkled with a little Parmesan cheese, and I was like, oh my God, this is so decadent. This is so decadent, baby. I went from
this man went from not being able to think of a single vegetable
to thinking of it
like to a line of me going decadent, so rich and delicious.
My goddamn monocle almost fell out of my eye. It was so decadent.
I also want to point out that I went from stealing cable and having fucking peanut butter tortillas to decadent butter reduction or bacon reduction.
The glow up is.
Yeah.
Glow up is real.
I feel so bad because between raising my mom and being a grandmother, my grandma had discovered cooking, liking cooking.
I thought you meant that you were raising your
right.
mom.
That really is how I was like, between
raising my mom and my grandmother, I would rather raise my grandmother. I'm just saying.
I went back in time. And
okay.
I'm actually my own grandfather.
Oh
This is the plot of Attack on the Throne.
You're Futurama, Roswell that ends well. Yeah, exactly.
Roswell that ends well. Exactly. Between when my grandmother raised my mom and then when she was being a grandmother to me, she learned how to cook. And so my mom was like, I hated Brussels sprouts. I hated spinach. I hated broccoli because my grandmother would just put them in water and basically blanch them until they were mushy and then put them down and that was it.
Yeah.
And we didn't have salt and pepper at the table. And now my grandma was like, I made you spinach with a little bit of vinegar and some salt and some seasonings in there. I roasted you up some Brussels sprouts. And I was like, I like vegetables.
Delicious.
Yeah, because you can make anything good when you cook them right.
Yeah, throw them shits in a fucking air fryer, crisp up the edges, and
I need an air fryer.
I know!
I don't have an air fryer.
This is the depth of Achievement Hunter. This is it. We've become an air fryer approved podcast. We've lost our edge, boys.
Air fryers? No, the air fryer creates the edge.
Things about air fryers. I see what people are making with them air fryers, and I go, that looks fucking delicious.
You can do. I just like the air fryer because it's quick.
No.
I like the air fryer because it crisps up fast, and then you take them out and actually.
I like crispy.
Then you roast them.
Then
you actually roast them in a reduction on the stove.
I'm being sold. Yeah. I like crispy crunchy.
We got to get back to the struggle. We got to get
back to the streets.
We got to get back to the streets.
I was so far from the struggle on my birthday dinner. Jackie booked out
the missus.
The missus booked out a dinner that was at this sushi restaurant that was like. I don't know.
It was an omakase.
It was an omakase. They pieced out the meal. So there was a whole story to it, but it was 2 months to book out. There were only 6 people, whatnot. And then I sat there and I was like, oh boy, have I come a long way. I had a chef. The chef was cooking in front of me, would throw a piece on, and then I'd grab it, and they were like, this is this from here and there, and this is the story. And I took it and I went, this is delicious. It's great. It's a cool story. It just tastes really damn good. And I was like, what am I doing here sitting eating a 15-course meal? I was like, I was born and raised on Spam musubi.
That's exactly. Imagine whoever cooked for you just being like, you want a story with your meal?
Right.
Story. There was a boy who didn't eat and he didn't get anything. Fucking do it.
It is a weird feeling though, because that's how I feel now, going to eat stuff. Before, I would think about, can I, even before I go, McDonald's or, Taco Bell or
something.
my
God.
And now,
checking your fucking bank
account.
Dude.
And now it's I'm so conscious of how much I'm spending.
Have you ever done, actually, can you take off that last Doritos Locos taco?
Yeah, I have done that. I've done that plenty of times where I'm like, oh yeah, I should be able to afford this, and you forget about how much tax is actually there. And you're take off one item. It's nice to be able to do that. It's definitely a different feeling. What are you?
Oh, hello.
Oh.
I knew some bullshit was happening.
What up, dog?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, come on, everybody!
What the fuck is?
Right. I brought FaceJam. Wee and Cat. We didn't hire.
The FaceJam is running across the set. Michael,
I don't.
Fuck you, Stab.
I don't know if anyone heard that shit.
I approve.
That was pretty good. I was just very confused.
That felt more against me than you.
Yeah,
that was definitely.
Like
he did all that just to come say "fuck you" to you.
I specifically ordered a roastagram. They were gonna come in here and barbershop quartet harmonize "fuck you, Stab." They were gonna do a whole song. They didn't do it. God damn it.
Yeah, you gotta leave them an okay review.
Yeah, that's a 2-star.
It was nice that Michael decided to stop by.
Was that for some other piece of content that we're filming?
No, they just wanted to do it.
Yeah, they just wanted to run in. I'm sure.
Lock these doors.
it spiraled into that, and then that happened.
Just fuck you, Stan! Just like running out of a room, cursing a pox on someone.
Now, when they're filming an episode, we all run in there and then we call it FaceJam.
Oh, that's
now
good.
we're talking. Now we're talking.
Damn.
Have I told you guys that I'm the sauce monkey?
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one knows because
heard
on
that.
account of I put on the mask.
And nobody knows that me and Armando.
If you can become something more than a man.
Yes, we are.
Oh yeah.
That was still one of the most fun things is when I pretended to be Armando when he was doing Trucked Up.
Can I tell you?
Who did that fool?
No one. I mean,
Nobody. I mean, it's very obvious. Like the skin tone was way off.
Yes. So if you're
I mean,
unfamiliar,
literally everything about.
Everything about it looks so bad.
if you're
it was
unfamiliar, we did an episode of the cooking show Trucked Up, where I pulled a goof 'em up, and I got Joe to dress up as me and sit in.
somewhere.
Yeah. If you could send it to Stab, that'd be great. My favorite part of this story that no one knows, maybe even not even you,
I might not.
is I was involved in the post-production process and they wanted to cut it, and I went, why? Why are we cutting this bit? And they went, is it racist to assume that any two non-white people could be interchangeable with each other? And I was like, it's so not racist.
It's so not.
Because that is the bit.
Yeah.
That's the bit.
But then it's starting to feel like it now that you're explaining it
Yeah.
that way.
You could have even said like, well, he doesn't have a beard. You didn't have to say race.
I mean, it is like B-movie stuntman level, like, just like, and then we cut to the different guy and the thing blows up.
The
Like,
thing that people don't notice on the tape is that like the reason it worked is because we didn't let them in the truck. That's why it didn't work. It's because you see an amorphous shape that looks similar.
similar,
to me.
Up in
like
the front.
because of the beanie I'm wearing, it looks like somewhat similar head shape. But nothing else was there.
no.
Like nothing else looked anything like remotely the same.
The reason it all works is purely because we didn't let them in the truck. That's it. That's why it worked.
And I did a very
from a distance, like
Yes.
really using proximity.
Armando honked the horn pretty loudly on the way out of the truck because he got out the front. And what really sold the illusion is I honked the horn on the way in.
Yeah.
To make them really think that I was Armando.
It's like, oh, he's still honking the horn again. He's still doing that.
Classic Armando. Horn honking Armando.
Yeah.
Classic.
That is a classic Armando bit. I do love a honk and a horn. You guys don't honk horns here.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
You do? Where are you from?
do. Denver.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I did it.
Cali, born Cali, raised in
Oh,
Denver.
shit.
I did it before, but now I do it just so I have the footage. Because every time I honk my horn, it saves the footage.
Oh, dude.
Oh, because you drive a fancy car.
Yeah.
That's right.
People in
And
Texas
so-
drive like assholes.
Yeah, they drive
Yes.
awful.
And so I do it just in case, so that way I can get the plate, and the car, and the vehicle, and
Ba, 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 ba.
I mean, yeah, you
I'll start making
in
the
there.
sauce monkey noises. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
It's like not a.
Yeah. Well, no, that's too over the
That's
top.
too- it's too much.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I'll sit there and not honk, and the person in front of me will be at a green light, and it'll
You
be like a
never
good
honk.
30 seconds. I don't.
Oh
honk.
no!
No,
30 seconds. I am like.
I know.
1
I
second, I'm like,
know. I just kind of go.
I road rage more in Fredo's car as a passenger than he does like driving his car.
That little like arm thing
Yeah.
pulled it off. So angry, just so like go Alfredo, go!
Well, no, because
God.
like he's driving, right? Like passengers always see more like happening
Yeah.
like in
course.
places that the driver's not paying attention to. But like every time I see a car, like Fredo's driving, and I see a car like just starting to like drift in his lane, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dumbass? And then Fredo's like, what's going on?
So
Well, for me, it's I'm more of a just like fuck it, let the world burn. And someone's like someone will be like,
I'm sort of the
someone
Joker
will
of
be kind
driving.
of like veering a little bit toward the middle, and I just go right past them. And you just see it in the rearview mirror. They go, oh shit, and they correct themselves. But I was
Austin
like,
deserves a better class of driving.
Yeah, what he
hit me.
said, whenever he honks his horn, it saves the footage and blows up a hospital.
Yeah. You want to know how I got these cars? Anyway,
It's got a backyard full of blown up cars.
and the rest.
Oh my God.
No, I was gonna say so. people in Texas drive like assholes, but they're bad at driving and they're assholes.
Yes.
I like Los Angeles driving where people are good at driving and assholes.
They drive like
Yeah.
But they drive like assholes, but they're good at it.
that's
They're,
completely fine.
they're aggressive and they're like, I like that.
issue
'cause
that
it's
I-
like, let's move.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
The issue I have, and that makes Austin drivers dangerous, is because they can't make a fucking decision. There's so many times where they're like drifting in the middle lane, then back into this lane. Like, if you're gonna cut someone off or go or make like a cut across the whole lane, you make the decision and you just fucking stick to it, cool. I can predict that. I can react to that.
Yep.
But when you're like in, then out, then in, then half in, then out, I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do.
It's hard to be a defensive driver when you have no
Exactly.
idea what the other person is.
It's hard to be
Yeah.
a defensive driver if they're
No,
unpredictable.
everyone is a question mark. You're like, what the fuck are you gonna, like, what are you doing?
See,
What are you doing?
that's how I felt when I
Doing.
first moved here. I was like, Texas drivers, like Texas is its own like country. It feels like in the United States. That's how it
And
feels.
soon we'll be
Okay?
again, brother. If you ask me.
Yeah,
I think we can all agree.
Whatever they have on their
Side
driving
of
tests is completely different from the rest of the U.S.
You shouldn't do that with me because I have a running bit where I like to go, remember the Alamo, the other side. Also, that entire conversation we just had could have been like coded language for dating, where you're like, I don't know, people are in, then they're out, then they're in, then they're out. And I'm like, make up your mind. I don't know what's going on.
Have you tried dating here already, Armando?
No,
Oh.
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Fuck this.
What am I gonna meet the love of my life in Texas?
Texas? Are you kidding me?
Okay, I should specify that, like, yeah, I've been on apps, okay? I've done that.
I've seen what Austin has to offer.
And it's hard because, like, you'll go through it and everyone's like, first of all, I want you to be over 6 foot and dedicated to Jesus Christ our Lord.
Well, hey, I have the solution.
One out of two
I have the
ain't
solution
bad.
for one
Joe,
of
do
those.
it. Do it,
I have
Joe.
a solution for one of those.
Sure.
Got these bad boys on. You see how tall I am right
Oh,
now, Armando?
shit.
Dude, he's got the
Got,
Oh,
got my
shit.
Kanzuris on.
Can we do like a side-by-side?
Yeah, sure. Armando, how tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
You're 6'5"? Yeah. Not anymore, baby.
This is mysterious.
I'm 7 foot tall, 7 feet tall.
this is odd.
My son.
I don't like
Armando.
that at all.
This
No,
is-
that's messing. That's messing with me.
This is what it looks like.
Short Armando.
Short Armando.
This
Throwing
is
me
like
off.
Armando is what he sees.
Yeah.
We're him.
Watch the throne, Eric. He's so small.
All right, now stand up tall.
he's
Stand up tall.
just, he's just so little.
All right, so look, Mondo, tall as shit. Look at me without my shoes on.
Oh my God. I felt my arm.
Dude, they like dropped the story.
Yeah.
These babies give me 2.5 inches.
Holy
2.5
shit.
inches taller.
Now, do they make these shoes for other parts of my body?
No, I've
Okay.
asked.
I'd love a condom that made me 2 inches longer.
A condom Zuri.
Yeah.
just, I guess they put it right at the end.
Yeah.
Now, for the
It's just like a fucking
love our Lord
Yeah.
Savior Jesus, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can't fix that for you.
No, I guess I just have to dedicate myself to Christ.
You just got to get right with the
yeah,
Lord.
with the Lord.
Gotta join a church.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just, it's more the other stuff that people have in their profiles that I'm like, ooh.
Give me an example.
Now I
gotta
want to
know.
know. I want
Ah,
to
you
see.
brought it up. Now I gotta see. I gotta know.
I want to see you in those Kanzuris.
I do too.
I want to see you go from 6'5" to 6'7" and see how it changes
What's
your.
gonna happen is gonna be like 4 scouts
these
that
are
walk
11.
through the door and go, I need to sign them.
I'm sure you're like a 13.
But
15.
15. Yeah. Okay.
15.
yeah,
I mean, he's a burly man. He's fucking big.
That's a big ass foot.
yeah.
With a,
You know what they say
with a,
about big
with a
feet?
big dick.
Big shoes. Oh.
Oh.
You know
Ah, we might
they say Kanzuri.
I'm just now saying that I have like 35 mislikes on Hinge.
Mislikes?
Just people that have liked me. Oh my God.
Are you sure they're
He says,
mislikes?
oh my God.
How do you know they're mislikes?
Because I haven't liked them.
You ever like them back?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Why don't we go through them? Why don't we dox them all right now? And let's
Yeah,
get them on the
exactly.
screen.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
You match with someone.
Yeah, I matched with a person and their partner.
Right. It looks like.
Oh, they want a third.
Oh.
Because something that's non-negotiable for me is that we come as a couple. I want some. Okay, hold on. I want some.
Mondo's gonna be in a throuple.
There we go.
They have an audio message on their thing, and it says, "I want someone who."
/ who's interested in joining
an already established married couple, you would have to be eager and willing to serve both of us.
Oh!
So eager.
Let's go.
Squirt in my mouth, Daddy.
And
Fuck.
it would be something that I'm hoping is long-term and consistent. So please make sure you're local.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mondo's ready to serve his Lord and Savior.
He's gonna be on his knees every Sunday.
That's a lot of servicing.
I love this back and forth between like, you gotta be able to suck off my husband, and then right after that is just a picture of a cute little dog.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, they want consistent. So
Look, we like everything on all fours.
So you're gonna have to, know the dog, and
Maybe everything in the household gets to be served.
they're not looking for something that's like a one-night stand type of thing.
They want to make sure you're not scared of hair.
Yeah?
They're looking for consistency.
I think that's my problem, is that everything I've seen out of Austin so far has been really high on either side of the scale that weirds me out.
Oh, nothing like right in the middle, like right
in
down.
the middle of just like normal person with normal beliefs. And also, I don't want to kink shame. If that's what's interesting to you, go for it.
That's why I'm like kind of not joking. I'm like, fuck, go
because
for
I
it,
saw
do
you
it.
go like.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I gotta. They're texting me right now.
Maybe Texas is the place for you to explore.
Yeah, sure.
And you can
Maybe.
find out if you
Fucking
like serving.
Truly knock boots. Get some boots, then knock them.
I don't want to. These people look like they also wear size 15 boots, so I'm good.
I want a texploration.
Exploration. I like that.
Exploration.
Yeah.
Exploration.
Like when you like have a relationship over text?
No,
Oh, I don't
just
get it.
exploring Texas.
Oh, a text. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
No, it's okay, Mono. You got the thruple on you.
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
Did you meet your partner in Texas?
I did not,
Fredo?
but I did meet her.
No.
In a human centipede. What?
Are you dating somebody right
No.
now? Have you had any previous relationships that have gone poorly?
I'm a human being who has dated, so yes.
Did you meet them in Texas?
Yes.
Interesting.
I lived in Texas. my whole life.
Interesting.
And all of them have been good, bad, prefer not to say,
Good, bad, the whole spectrum.
the whole
Yeah.
spectrum. So there's some good here.
Some incredible.
Well,
There's
where are
some-
they now? Yeah.
Dead.
That's what. No.
Twist. No, they're fine. No, some good, some bad, all over the place. Some again, the highest highs and lowest lows. Some really amazing things,
Maybe
and some
Hinge-
that were so bad.
Were they like online with like dating apps, or was it more so?
I have never been on the apps.
Really?
No.
So that's your problem, Mondo.
I've always met people in life, which
I'm
I'm
on-
hearing is really hard to. People are like, "Oh my God, you asked somebody you met somebody in life, or not through a dedicated dating app."
Well, we've talked about this. Is that it's for us silly geese, it's much easier to meet in person because text
silly
and
geese.
when you set up your profile to be funny, people think you're being an asshole because they don't get
Yeah,
a sense
exactly.
of But I'm trying to tell you the reason my profile is funny is because if you're not funny, I can't fuck with you. So whoever's
Yeah.
gonna see that and be like, oh, this is funny, they're gonna get it. And meeting in person is so much easier to find if you have a rapport with somebody.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse. And we talked about this on RT podcast when we were on with Barb. There's nothing worse than having a great online rapport with somebody, where you're joking around and then you show up and there's no chemistry in person.
God.
Yeah.
When the
God,
text be
that
hitting,
sucks.
but
What's
the
your-
speaks be fucking up.
What's
that's
your
bad?
app of choice for dating?
I get on Hinge.
Hinge?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm on Hinge and I set myself, and this is
Fidelity.
I set myself on a 20-mile radius.
Baby.
The nice thing about Hinge is you can change your location, so sometimes I'll just set it to France. Just be like, I can do it.
See if I can.
I could be there. I could be there.
Let's
For the
make a
right
call.
person, I could be anywhere.
I can be there in 11 hours.
Yeah, oui.
No, 13. I forgot we're in fucking Texas now.
That's right.
11 from LAX, but
Oh,
Wait,
yeah, that's true.
if you go LAX, does it go the other way? Does it go over Pacific?
Yeah.
Yes.
bitch, I don't know.
All I know is 11 hours. They can go to space for all I care.
God, that and sorry, I know we just talked about it on the other podcast, but reliving the experience of having such good, flirty, funny banter through text, and then meeting in life. It's who is running your account? Who is what kind of Roxanne situation, Cyrano de Bergerac thing is going on right now?
The dating apps are interesting because it's fun to see who's out there, who's out there.
Yeah.
But I really like just meeting people. That's a nice way to date.
Have you ever had like a successful relationship with a dating app?
Kind of. This is actually a funny story. I one of the first like, I would say more serious girlfriends that I had when I got out of high school. I like moved to San Diego. I didn't know anybody. I got on like Tinder because that was what was available at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't really have any other options. I met this girl. We went on a couple dates. In fact, I made the worst first impression because like I was late to the date because I had diarrhea.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens.
I was late. I was kind of
make
like
sure
my
you
mind was a
shower.
little slightly somewhere else, and we were going out for sandwiches. So I was like trying to not order too much because I wanted to eat a sandwich that wouldn't make me shit myself. And then when I went to pay for us, I realized I left my wallet at home.
Mother.
And I was like,
Oh, God.
I can pay you back. And then
Venmo doesn't exist yet.
yeah, we dated for a really long time, a couple of months, and then we both decided. I was like, I'm gonna move back to LA. I gotta break up with this girl. It's gonna break her heart. And then she was like, hey, we need to talk. And I was like, oh boy, do we. And then we meet up for a talk, and basically we both came there to break up with each other.
Hey.
Because I was like, I'm moving to LA to do stand-up again, and I don't think that I want to do a long-term thing with someone in San Diego. And she was like, whoa, well, I was gonna break up with you because I just got into USC in LA. So I was gonna go to LA, and we went, oh, well then fucking negative negates negative. I guess we're just still together.
It's like when you say goodbye to a friend and you both walk into the
what are they
same
on?
door.
Stay together?
Yeah, we stayed together for like 7 or 8 months after.
That
Holy
is so
shit.
Yeah.
That is so
That's
funny.
insane.
There's somehow there's something bad about a relationship where you were both very ready to give it up, and then you went, oh, I guess it's convenient, and then you stay together.
See,
There are a lot
Here's the thing,
of
here's the
people who do stay together for
that is the issue.
That relationship was destined to fail, but is so relatable to just go, oh, this is easy. Like,
Yeah.
and we'll just like, and like location seems right, and like we're both gonna like go to the same place. God, that is so funny.
I feel so
Jesus
bad for
Christ.
this girl because like she was, you know what? She's gonna go on and have like a very successful career in whatever the fuck she was doing. That shows how good of a person I am. I know it's something in accounting. Something in accounting, some other bullshit.
Andrew's reaction to that, just the lurch forward.
I feel so bad because like I put everything I had into comedy, and then I started living in my car, and she just had to be like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. He, lives in a Honda Accord, and
I feel it.
he does stand up, and he's really only free from like 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then he's got to go hit those open mics. So she got the worst end of the bargain. She got me at my worst. And then
And then left you at your best.
Yeah, she got me when I was too poor to afford tortillas and peanut butter. And now she's missing out on all the good part. No.
Oh, no, she's missing out on the roasted Brussels sprouts.
She's doing fucking great. This woman, I found out, just bought her own house on her own. Yeah, she's killing it. She's crushing it. And I think that she's in a relationship. I hope she's happy. We're friendly. We're on good terms.
That's good.
Okay.
Don't hate each other.
It's very rare nowadays that you have relationships end friendly.
Yeah, I just
In
found
my
out-
experience, my personal experience.
I just found out that so this person.
Does social media make that harder?
Yes.
I guess. I would assume
Probably.
so, right? Because
'Cause
you
you
can just
see-
see everything that they're doing.
Yeah, and especially I feel this sucks. Okay. I found out that the girl that I had been dating for a while previously blocked me on social media and blocked my phone number. And I was like, what did,
Wait, how do you know they blocked your phone number?
because
You tried to drunk text.
yeah, I was like, hey, are you up? Because I need somebody to pay for this sandwich.
I'm checking my bank balance in the Taco Bell line right now.
I have diarrhea. And we have a lot of friends in common, and a friend was throwing an engagement party.
Okay.
And I asked this friend, like, hey, is this person gonna be there? And he was like, oh yeah, definitely. They're gonna, they said that they were gonna try to stop by from the beginning. And I was like, cool. I don't wanna make things weird, so I'm gonna like try to communicate with this person, like, hey, are you going to this thing? Do you mind if I go? I don't wanna make anything weird. Did not respond to me. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then we showed up to the party, had it talked with each other. I didn't bring my partner because I didn't want anything to get weird. She brought her boyfriend and then walked him over to introduce him to me. And I was like, okay, this is a strange situation, but whatever. We're friends, this is cool, everything's good, blah, blah, blah. And then she told me something, it reminded me of something. I was like, oh, I gotta hit her back. I tried to call her. Every time I called her, it just like went to like, not even voicemail, just like, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, weird. And so then I was like, well, we're still following each other on Instagram. So I go to Instagram, nothing, can't even find the account. And I was like, oh, I've been blocked. And I didn't know what I did wrong. I didn't know what, eventually I had a conversation with her and she was just like, yeah, it's hard to see, it's hard to see an ex when you're trying to get over this person.
And when you're fucking thriving, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that well. She's living it up in Los Angeles, and I'm here in Austin, Texas, turning down thruples. So, like, she's killing
And I
it.
think that's your cue to turn on a thruple. I think you need to. I think you need to
just dive
Exploration.
dive head first into what? I don't know. There's a lot of options apparently.
probably some sort of ball pit. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
With the,
You guys got any openings in your couple? Want to make it a thruple?
I'm good, but I appreciate the offer.
No, but I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what's just as important as the clothes you wear on the outside? That's right, what you wear underneath. And that's where MeUndies comes in. MeUndies is all about celebrating your unique self, and they do it through their incredibly comfortable undies, socks, and onesies. They even make dog hoodies. And now, they just launched their new sustainably sourced swimwear collection made partially from recycled nylon fabrics and water bottles. So, you can show off your inner environmentalist in style. MeUndies isn't just about undies anymore. They've expanded into swimwear. It's ultra chlorine resistant and even has UPF 50+ for that extra sun protection. And the best part, it's sustainably sourced and imported under fair working conditions. Truly, MeUndies has it all covered. Plus, if you get a MeUndies membership, you can save up to 30% on all that MeUndies snuggly softness. Listen, you've heard Michael talk about MeUndies for years and how ridiculously soft they are. They've got superior quality and amazing designs. To get 25% off your first order plus free standard shipping, visit MeUndies.com/offtopic. Remember, if you're not satisfied, your purchase is on MeUndies. That's 25% off your first order at MeUndies.com/offtopic. Hey everyone, we wanted to take a moment to remind you that RTX 2023 is happening this July 7th through July 9th. RTX is our favorite time of the year where we get to interact with all the amazing people that give us the opportunity to make content. It's a celebration of all things Rooster Teeth with panels, special guests, community artists, cosplay, and more. There will be exclusive reveals, meet and greets with Rooster Teeth talent, and special merch available only during the event. We're changing up how the convention feels this year, and it's going to be awesome. Imagine a mini Epcot-style convention show floor with different attractions and activations from your favorite Rooster Teeth brands, all wrapped up in a summer camp theme. It's a summer camp for indoor kids with FaceJam's Rat and Grackle Pub, a Red Web escape room, a Fuckface museum, and even an Achievement Hunter mini golf. And even more cool stuff to do that we're saving for attendees to experience. We're really looking forward to meeting all of you there. Head on over to rtxaustin.com to get more information about the event and buy your badge. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Kanzuri. Fellas, have you ever wished you were a little bit taller? Maybe you matched on Tinder and their profile says must be over 6 feet. Maybe your date wants to wear heels? Well, I got the short kings covered with today's sponsor, Kanzuri. Kanzuri makes shoes that make you up to 2.8 inches taller without anyone knowing. Look, women get heels, why can't men get a boost in confidence too? Fredo is always looming over me on a daily basis, and I will not stand for it. But I will stand for it now with my shoes from Kanzuri. You can get them in a variety of styles to match your preferences, and they're not just for show, but also comfy as hell. Not only do Kanzuri shoes make you up to 2.8 inches taller, they are also incredibly stylish and comfortable. The height insoles are actually built into the shoe, so your height boost is a secret. Shh. It's the ultimate height hack, because life's short, but you don't have to be. For a limited time only, our listeners get an extra 15% off their order, kanzuri.com/off. The site is already 30% off, and with our code, you get an extra 15%. That's 45% off of your entire order. Support our show and check them out at conzuri.com/off. You and me can be good, but then we can just
pesky third.
Yeah, we can just do something. Third can
Fredo?
do whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to fuck, I'm trying to fuck.
Okay.
We can do a throuple here.
I want the committedness of
What about what about a quupple?
the quupple?
Yeah, we can do a quupple.
Quapple's pretty good. Oh, I just burped and it tasted like acid.
I
Like
mean,
stomach acid.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the 23 flavors.
acid.
acid, battery acid.
I'm having a little bit of stomach issues because I ate a lobster sandwich earlier today.
Ooh, hey, that sounds
We
good.
had some really good Japanese food today.
Yeah, some
Where'd you guys go?
Chusando.
Oh, you guys went to Sando?
Mm-hmm.
I told.
Is that the joint?
Is that were we on the same podcast when I was telling Gus about that, Andrew?
We might.
RTP?
It might have been, but I had
Yeah.
it. It's over on Burn It.
Yeah. I was telling Gus about it, and he got it like 2 days later, and he was like, "This is awesome. It's delicious." I still haven't gone yet.
It fucking rocks. I will say it rocks, but be prepared to spend not less than $40 there.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You are not getting out of there under 40 bucks.
I bought the lobster roll sandwich and some I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 salmon pieces of like sashimi on rice. And it was like $49.
That's not terrible considering the quality. I'm assuming the quality was high.
It's good. And the roll, I got a roll and
Masago on top of it.
I got a roll and then like a fried chicken sandwich. It was really fucking good. It had
it was
kimchi
really
on it. It
good.
was really fucking good. And that roll was it was good roll. Like it was high quality stuff. So like
we
the price,
traded.
the price was justified, but it is still kind of like.
It does hurt my heart to have moved from LA and where you think like, oh, I've gotten away from paying $40 for a sandwich.
Well, the only reason why you're paying that is because that is the only place that has it here.
And they do it well.
And they do it well because he's like a professional chef
Yeah.
and he's really, really, really good at what he does.
I had the dessert sando too.
Oh, which one did you get? Did you get the strawberry one?
Yeah.
You always have to get the strawberry
these sandwiches?
sandos. Yeah, these are
it's
Japanese
like-
sandwiches.
And it's the bread. The bread
bread
is
is
what
so
like the
good.
what's in it is delicious, but that bread.
It's because like most of it is
else.
like most Japanese sandwiches. I believe they use milk bread.
It is milk bread. Yeah.
So it's just really like fluffy and it's chewy. Oh.
It's got a little chew to it, which I'd never thought of a quality I'd want in bread.
It's Chusan.
Yeah.
Stupid. This whole segment about these sandwiches has been us talking about it, and then Alfredo softly saying, "Oh, the bread."
So what do we talk about sandwiches?
Man, the things I would do for rice and garlic bread. Not like necessarily together, but like a well done slice
What about
of garlic
crispy?
bread.
What about
Oh
crispy
my God.
garlic rice?
Oh, I mean, that's a Filipino.
Yeah,
that's a Filipino dish right there. Grandma's just like, hey, you know this, like, you know the rice. It's white rice, a lot of carbs, and we have, just little like sweet sausages. And we fry everything up. That's just so unhealthy. By the way, I fried the shit out of the rice and threw garlic on there, and then the oil that was used to cook the sausage, I dribbled that on too as well. Filipino eating is not healthy whatsoever.
Yeah, but
But if I can eat good until I'm 50, okay.
I mean, but it's like it's not good at all. But you'll want it as your last meal, and it might be.
That's the same,
yeah,
that's the same thing with Mexican food because all we eat is rice and beans, and every Mexican diet is just like, I'm gonna eat only carbs and live to 60.
And not drink water, only soda.
Only soda.
Only fucking soda.
Only a Sprite.
Only a Sprite. I tell you what, there used to be my grandparents' house in Laredo. I never drank. What's up?
I'm sorry. I just realized that like it wasn't a Sprite that my grandma always drinks. She goes 7-Up.
7-Up.
A 7-Up. 7-Up.
In my in my abuelita's backyard, she had crates. I'm talking about crates of apple soda.
Oh, Manzanita Sol.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh. They tried to market it to everyone else, and now if Manzanita Sol is that weird soda you don't recognize when you go to a Little Caesars, I think they stopped making them, and they're trying to get rid of that.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think they make Manzanita Sol anymore. Can somebody look that up?
I'm pretty sure they still do, but there was apple soda and Coke, crates of Coke in Laredo in my grandmother's backyard.
Ooh,
So, like,
Coke?
what?
Still make it.
They do?
Like,
Okay,
They still
good.
make it.
Mexican Coke in the glass bottles that were. This is like 30 years ago. The glass was so thick, like it was a hefty fucking bottle of Coke, and it just was like that was like really kind of the only time I was allowed to have soda is when I would go over there because like you just did not drink water.
Yeah.
Like I was like, does anyone drink water around here in my family?
See,
The guy named J-Lo in the chat, 7-Up and a bag of Cheeps. Yeah, that's one of my
Cheeps.
grandma's.
I blame my mom for my energy drink addiction because have you guys ever had Vault Energy before?
Oh, what the
No.
fuck?
Vault or Volt?
Vault.
No.
Vault?
Green.
Like I
It's like a
opened up
green.
my
It's
Like
vault.
you
green
open up a
branding.
vault?
Yeah.
Like
No, I thought
No.
you said Volt.
Oh, they said
My
vault.
mom bought that for me one time when I was a kid, thinking it was soda, like just to like shut me up because I wanted soda.
Uh-huh.
And apparently it's an energy drink that's also soda. And
You just
I
wired.
was wired after that first like.
You got your
taste.
first hit, and you've been
Yeah.
chasing that
Yeah.
dragon.
I've been chasing it.
I know.
Ever since.
I know we've gotten the directive not to talk about nostalgic things, but I really must take us back to the 90s, which was the golden era of what can we put in a fucking drink? Like drinks were insane in the 90s.
Every type of flavor.
Fucking-
There'd be limited edition stuff.
Drinks went absolutely off the Orbits, that fucking drink that had like tapioca balls in it. There was like Sobe, just like all these weird fucking juices.
Gecko thing. Yeah.
Just like
dude, I tried
more
the
sugar than a
shit.
soda. More sugar than a soda. But
Yeah.
just like any kind of fucking fruit combination they could throw together,
Oh,
they were
yeah,
sticking in a
100%.
fucking Sobe. I
can't-
And it's like, oh my God.
I can't remember.
Wild West of fucking drinks.
I think, and this is maybe just me, I think my childhood years was the absolute best for like that stuff. Because that's when we got that's when Code Red came out.
Yep.
During my lifetime, during my high school years, we got Baja Blast. They made this weird fucking mornings. Mountain Dew made a morning soda specifically for Taco Bell's breakfast collection.
That's dangerous.
We had a drink that we drank in high school called Marley's Tea. It was tea with Bob Marley on it, and it had like melatonin in it.
Yep.
And kids would see Rasta colors and then drink it and get sleepy and go, "Oh, dude, I'm fucking hot."
Why the fuck did it have melatonin in it?
Yeah, because that's what we're literally putting ourselves to sleep, just fucking drugging ourselves. And we're like, "I'm so cool." And the teachers are like, "This is a very well-behaved class."
Yeah, everyone is very chill.
I felt like we
Super
had,
proactive.
and then I can't remember what the fucking store was called, but at least in Los Angeles County, we started getting these it wasn't Daiso, but it was like Japanese convenience stores that popped up where you could get like
Daiso.
their snacks. It again wasn't a Daiso. This was at least in my memory before we got Daiso. And these places were cool because we got the Ramoon soda or whatever, where you like pop
Lemonade,
the
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we started getting like other culture soda, and then because we lived in LA, we would get all the Mexican shit that was like real fucking bad.
Yep.
I felt like personally, beverages were crazy. I mean, for fuck's sake, we got the unadulterated Four Loko for a short period of time. That was my first alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, that was the Four Loko was your first one?
The real Four Loko.
yeah,
that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
first drink I drank that wasn't given to me by a family member.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That's
hard.
heavy.
That's a heavy drink.
Yeah, it's bad. And then they nerfed it, and I'm glad that they did.
You know what?
nerfed it.
They were
Yeah,
right
we'll
to
talk
do it.
about
that.
They did the
Yeah.
right thing.
Four Loko patch.
Yeah.
Hey, we made it too strong.
Yeah.
Patch notes on the Four Loko came out. Your shit ain't not looking good.
Not looking
Big
good.
nerf.
Big.
Our scientists were too loco and they sent it over. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it down just a little.
We've actually, you're not going to be able to notice, but we've taken it down about 0.37 Loco. So
Not quite Four Loko.
it's not quite, but we're
We just rounded up.
yeah, man. I was talking about crazy alcohol I used to drink in high school, like that Mad Dog 2020.
Jesus
The new thing right now is what, the Buzz Balls?
The Buzz Balls were popular when I was in
Yeah,
high
but
school.
they're like
Ball.
popping off again.
Good.
Like,
They're getting another renaissance?
Yeah, they're getting another renaissance.
Yeah,
They're coming
goddamn.
back. Do you know what a Buzz Ball is?
No fucking.
Okay,
clue.
liquor store. Have you ever gone to a liquor store and you see like it literally just looks like a ball with a little bottle top on it?
Yeah, they
It's
look
sitting
like
on the counter usually.
little grenades that'll ruin your
Yeah,
night.
yeah. Buzz Balls
Oh.
contain a ridiculous amount of alcohol inside of the little ones.
Yeah, if you actually take the wrapper off, it's got a business card for a good lawyer for when you inevitably.
And Buzz Balls taste like nothing. They taste like whatever the flavor is. They're so dangerous because they don't taste like alcohol.
Right, but like it truly is fucking Everclear and
Yeah.
a flavor that is strong enough to mask the other. So you like one of those seen missing, and then you like wake up like on maybe a friend's couch, hopefully.
It's like Xanax, where you're like, I'll take one just to relax, and you wake up and you have no more Xanax.
Did anyone here ever take shots of Everclear?
No.
No.
I think Everclear was before my time.
Okay.
That was my time. That was my time, but I've never it was always mixed in some bullshit.
What is-
I see.
I mean, it's just grain alcohol.
that's
That's
what I
like that's like
thought.
200 proof. It's like as close as you can get to just being grain alcohol.
Everclear normally is like 95%
Gasoline.
alcohol.
Yeah, no, truly. No, I mean, it burns. Like, you can light it on fire.
That's what me and my friends used to do. We used to take shots of Everclear and Bacardi 150.
Oh my
fucking
god.
shit. Again, it's like, it's the fastest train with the most uncomfortable seats.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah,
it
it's
gets
true.
you where you need to go, but it sucks.
Once you
ass.
start shooting down Everclear, nothing burns. Everything tastes completely fine.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I didn't start drinking until I was like 24. But like when I go out occasionally and take shots and all that kind of stuff, I always do Fireball. And Jackie's always like, "Oh, it's disgusting." I'm like, "It is disgusting," but like over like a vodka shot, like. Over other shots for me, I'm like, look, it goes down quick and easy. I don't gotta chase it with anything, and I'm there.
I think my shots days are behind me. That maybe just be like, no, you're gonna see to it that it's not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't even know, Rosas.
I fucking love shots. I show up anywhere and I'm fucking, the first thing I'm getting is 2 to 3 shots of tequila.
I hear Fireball. And
Actually, I
it almost
love
makes me
tequila.
gag
Actually,
every time. I've had a bad
I do like
experience with
tequila
Fireball.
shots.
I used to
Everyone
love
should.
Fireball, and then I lost a bet when I was younger, and I had a chug a handle of Fireball.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What? A crime? That's what you're describing?
Yeah,
as a crime?
it felt like it felt like a crime.
Jesus
when I was doing
me.
it.
His body's like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't remember shit, obviously, but I was also throwing up like
Speaking
crazy.
of shit,
Also, don't do this.
Don't do
children.
it.
This
Yes,
is awful.
we're talking about it because they're obviously horrible experiences.
I hate to derail the show, and you can see the panic in my eyes.
It's okay, Mondo. You've done it from literally when we opened.
How much time do we have left? Because
We got 12 minutes.
I'm not gonna make it.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You
Make
gotta-
sure at
you
least
gotta
you
take-
take off your mic.
It's gotta.
No. Take your mic with you.
Okay.
Take your mic with you, and then you can talk.
Give us a play-by-play.
I'll be back.
Patch us into the bathroom.
Yeah, I'll be back, and if I'm not, it's been nice.
All right.
He was never seen again.
And he's gone. You never know.
It wasn't even my ass. You could have at least aimed a little bit better.
Jeez Louise. So yeah, I think my shooting days are behind. I mean, Armando's gonna probably
Bring it
Yeah, now that
bring
you
it
said
back.
that, he's gonna bring it back.
I know he's gonna insist, but no. I mean, I remember 151, but not Everclear. The like, yeah. That was college. That was like pure college like nonsense. That was when I got down to a 1.4 GPA. But I brought it back. I got it back.
Did you ever dip below 1?
No, because I got
That's an experience.
because I got a 1.4 and I got
happens when you
called
dip
into the dean.
What? Well, I
Sir?
dipped below I wasn't even like a 0.5 GPA when I was in high school because I wasn't going to school. I hadn't officially dropped out yet, but
Sure.
I wasn't
Oh,
going to school.
yeah.
And it was just all the grades were F. If I happened to go to school at one point and did one assignment while I was in class, 3%, 0. I had like basically no GPA in high school.
That's insane.
I went from a
in high school or college? High school.
high school. Yeah, because I
Jesus.
dropped out of high school
Okay.
to work. Yeah, my freshman year, it was like, because we had weighted grades, so it went up to like a 5.0 or whatever. I had like a 4.9 in freshman year, and then sophomore year, boom, 0.5.
0.5. That means you
Jesus.
just didn't go. That's
I just didn't.
that's all
I didn't
I'm
go,
saying.
but then like,
Yes.
I was also like a really depressed kid, so like I didn't care about any of this. I was like, whatever. Like I'm already not going to school. I might as well not do anything for it. And when I would go to school, when my mom would actually make me go to school, just like maybe once every 2 weeks or something, I would skip all my classes and I would just sit in the
Yeah.
like
People
the
would see
main area.
your teachers would see you and be like, "I'm sorry, do you go here?" Like
Yeah,
every time,
right.
they're like,
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you?"
I became really good friends with my dean.
Yeah, 'cause you're forced to see him all the time.
Yeah, because I'd see him all the time.
Yeah, I really like came to UT. They didn't have the major that I wanted, so I decided to waste everyone's time by not going to school and just like drinking with my friends like an idiot. And then transferred to St. Ed's and went from a 1.4 and then graduated with a 3.8. So I brought it back. I like pulled it out of that tailspin. But yeah, that was dark times. But it all worked out.
What's college like? I've always wondered about the good old college. Did you go to college?
Yeah, I did a couple years, and then when I was gearing up for dental school, I told my family, I was like, "Look, I'm gonna take a semester off I got this contract job at a video game news website, which was IGN. And then they were like, fuck no. And I was like, well, I'm already going to do it. So, and now they're just like, yeah, you're doing your thing.
Alfredo, I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of him. Dude, Grandma's like, I'm so proud of him. I tell everybody about you and George, what George's doing on the YouTube.
You want some leftovers?
Leftovers?
And I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Finally came around.
Right, because you just have to like taste even a little bit of success, and then people like forget that. Like, they don't care.
And I understood because they were like, "Wait, so you're gonna go into a career that involves video games?" And this was like 10 years ago. So even then, like, and on the side, my best friend Tim Geddes from Kind of Funny, we were making YouTube videos, and we didn't know, like, especially like during those times, it was like, this is fun. Some people are doing it successfully, but no one really knew if it was gonna be a career or not. And, and then it finally.
Think about all the teeth that you could have saved.
Could have. I mean, it's still like I was going to school for dentistry, but I was already working weekends in a dental office.
You're a dental assistant?
Yeah, as a dental assistant, and I was already shadowing at University of Pacific. So I was lined up for it.
Do this.
And I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. Like I loved working with my hands and all the tools and like finding different angles and like essentially like.
The fine motor skills.
Yeah, and then like cleaning the tools and everything. Like I enjoyed like working with my hands and kind of like engineering the teeth and everything like that. And like it was cool to like assist in like root canal and then like drill down to see like the bedding of nerves and the inflamed nerve. And I was like, it was so fascinating to me.
It was so cool to see people's lowest moment. Like to see people in like the most pain they've ever been.
I love seeing people writhe in pain. It brings the biggest of joys to my life.
It was so cool because obviously you can go to the dentist, it's uncomfortable, it's painful, et cetera. But like when you're able to like relieve that pain, and they're just like, oh, and it's like, boom, it's good. Because I was like, maybe, like, initially I was like, maybe I want to go to school to try my hand at being like a doctor or anything like that. But I was like, I'm not going to have any time for family and that's going to consume everything. And I was like, I don't know if I'd be that dedicated to that profession. And I like saw my aunt who was a dentist and I was like, oh, I could do this. She has her own practice. She works 3 days a week. And I was like, this works. This works for me.
Yeah, my dad was also going to go to medical school to be a doctor. But like wanted a family because all his friends who went on to medical school and became doctors were like, they had families, but they never saw like they were just like super, super busy. He went into pharmacy, which was a little bit more like a little slower pace, you know? So that was his same thing, was like medical field and had the mind for it, but like didn't want to be like on-call doctor or really family practice or anything like that.
By you and everything.
Orale!
A couple of my friends are pharmacists, and whenever we go out on like a group vacation together, it's the best. Because there's like, oh, I'm kind of feeling like, and they're like, bring out the giant bag. They're like, what do you need? Is it for your head? Do you feel like something's inflamed? Like, do you need a bandage? They just have everything you could possibly need.
Everything? It was wonderful. The time that you spent in the bathroom, it was the most normal conversation we've had the entire podcast. We were on the rails.
Yeah.
Now, for the end, take us off.
Yeah, right when you came back and you went, yeah, he has everything. And I was like, everything? We should sell Coke.
Guys.
I was going to come back.
Like regular Coke or Mexican Coke?
Colombian. You know, because they keep the real sugar in it.
Yeah.
The puree, exactly.
Dame a little gasolina.
The purest of sugar.
Yeah.
The purest of sugar. The purest unstepped on sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
Hey.
How does it feel?
You feel relieved?
I feel really good.
You look 5 pounds lighter.
Thank you.
Did you exercise some demons?
There was, when I got into the restroom, somebody had, and I don't want to start any problems, somebody did a crime in there.
Oh, no.
There's police tape.
Before I got in there, I should have taken a picture, but there was...
You
absolutely should not have.
There was somebody, I'm worried about somebody's health at the company, and it's not like an issue of like, oh, who took the poop? It's like, if you shit in the Rooster Teeth studio between 4 p.m. and 4:15 p.m., go see a doctor. It's not supposed to be. It was... Like the water was green and the poop was red.
Maybe they ate one of those vegetable-based burgers.
not-
I
Beet
think
juice will do that.
They might have been celebrating Christmas early. You never know.
They didn't flush. They didn't flush.
Well, they need to see a doctor anyway if they're not flushing, because that is disturbed behavior. They need to see They need to see a therapist. Because not flushing. My God, we live in a society where we're trying to have like a functioning.
A society that we determined at the beginning,
Right.
dominated by men. Isn't that right, Solid? Isn't that right, Solid?
Stop putting your arm
that
around
right?
it.
Isn't that right?
And it needs to change.
Oh,
Like this is like
fine.
I'm a captive. Whatever he
rump.
says goes. He hits me when the cameras aren't on.
Whoa! No.
But what he doesn't know is we let the cameras on one time and we got his ass.
God is that?
No.
Remember?
We
Allegations.
got his ass.
I've never
Address
done
him.
that. I've never done that. Can we have 1 second? What the fuck? What the fuck? I thought we fucking talked about it, okay? You do what I say.
Tyler, we got it.
You do what I say. You stay out of this.
Bars and tone. Cut to bars and tone.
And I love Armando.
Thank you. You're so strong, by the way. I went like this and I just went, oh shit.
Well, his traps are coming in, huh?
I did this.
Oh, it's all coming in, baby.
You got that. Oh, he's
gonna be a-
He's going
It's
for
gonna be
his,
a buff boy
strong.
summer.
he's going for his Dominic Toretto.
I got
Dick Toretto.
Dominic Toretto.
Yeah.
I made that joke
like
earlier.
that.
I made the
Really
joke
got
earlier.
it.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about patriarchy and penises, and he said Dama Dick Toretto.
Oh,
Really
because
got me.
what did you say? You said something about like when they say I live my life 1/4 mile at a time.
Yes.
You said something
I live
else.
my life.
One quarter. We were talking about fast. We were talking about
dicks.
going. We were talking about going fast at sex, and then
Yeah.
that turned into Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Innuendo.
Yeah.
Which bad innuendo, by the way.
Fast sex, out
Real
now.
single entendres that we were doing, and yeah, and then living life quarter inch at a time, and then you said Dominic Toretto. It was
Dominic
very
Toretto.
good.
There we go. Yeah.
Toretto.
I'm
I
glad
like
that.
to do flashbacks to the beginning of the
Right.
episode.
Hey,
before
remember when we
end.
said that like an hour
And
ago?
now that we're at the end, I think it's fair to say, whew, we're gassed.
We are.
These are
Which
callbacks.
one? There's no there's no context.
We're gassed.
Which
one?
are you gonna give context the same way that Fredo
It's
gave it?
Liddy. I'm gassed.
Okay, so that one's.
And if this episode wasn't for you and maybe it offended you, you know, blame it all on the game.
Charge it to the game.
Charge it
player.
to the game, player.
Charge it to the game, player.
that one up.
Just charge it.
It's Miller time.
Thanks for watching. Off topic.
Yeah.
Thanks for
To the-
being on,
pass it
guys.
to the game.
Shut your mouth.
Slam,
It's
slam
so much-
jam the
Just
game.
Just end.
It's so much
End it-
better when
end it and
Michael's
end
not
me.
here.
Hand it
It's
hand
so
it off
much
to the
It's so much
game.
better when Michael's not here.
No, can't. Yeah, a million
Just
times.
bill it to the game.
Michael,
Michael,
please come.
The game is staying in the.
Right.